Margaret Pinard. You are on BookTube, and thanks for stopping by. This is going to be a video about my 5 favorite holiday activities, as well as a NaNoWriMo report out, a little late. First of all, I wanted to just say that I'm so proud of myself for realizing this is the time to film these 2 videos, because this month and last month have been pretty crazy. So I'm just, patting myself on the back. I feel like the master commander of thousands of troops because, there are lots of things going on, and yet this is going to be put up on time. Yay. Yay for a schedule. 5 favorite holiday activities. I didn't even put this on the list, but definitely the hot chocolate in the Christmassy mug. That is one of them. This is a mug that is only had in this particular location. And I am home in San Luis Obispo for the holidays, just for a week, that I managed to convince my parents to drive down here. And it just makes me very happy. It's red. I'm wearing red. The mug is red. It's a homey color, I guess. First holiday activity is smelling the Christmas tree. And unfortunately, that's not going to happen this year because we're not going out to get a live tree. It's just going to be the fake trees from the garage. Ours is white and it's got lights built in. We add extra lights. Couldn't find any ornaments, so we're going to pick those up here and bring them back to Sacramento. But smelling the Christmas tree, that piney, foresty air, is one of the things I love most about Christmas, and I'm going to miss that this year. Number 2, hearing Christmas carols. So when I go out shopping, usually they're piped in everywhere, and so that's not happening this year. We used to have a little tradition of singing Christmas carols with the piano. Just once or twice, not like Swiss Family Robinson or anything, but I learned those in middle school on the piano, so it's the only thing I can still remember how to play. I'm not in the car driving, so I don't hear it on the radio. Number 3, and another one that's going to be a miss this year, is finding that right gift. So I'm having a terrible time just having online as my option, because usually I go travel somewhere and I get these really cool souvenir gifts for people from where I go. And I have not traveled anywhere this year, except the west coast of the United States, and haven't been stopping anywhere fun. So my choices are basically people's wish lists online, or something I see that says them to me, and that has been unfortunately very low this year, so we'll see what I come up with. It's getting down to the wire here, so we'll see. Number 4 of holiday activities is writing Christmas cards, and as I was saying with someone on BookTube in the comments, I usually start these around Thanksgiving because I usually go through a lot, 70 or 80 one year, but this year the Christmas cards are going to be all late and probably trimmed down a bunch because I brought them with me, but yeah, I'm doing this BookTube video thing, and Patreon postcards thing, so I sent those. Those are out from the beginning of the month, and I'll definitely duplicate those because they're some of the same people. And I didn't forget my address book. I still got it, but that's going to be a lot to try to fit into 1 week to send for people to get it on time, but we'll see, maybe. And the 5th holiday activity is holiday baking or pies. So for Thanksgiving, I was at my sister's and we did the sweet potato recipe that is famous in our Thanksgiving tradition. It was amazing. Everyone loves it. And sometimes I will contribute a pie. Kathy did all the pies this year. But for Christmas, usually we have cookies. So I foresee some of that in the future. Back up in Sacramento when we're there for Christmas, because the smell, the ginger, the cloves, the cinnamon, that's a very easy thing to do, so it's hard to say no. And why not? Cookies are good. Holiday cookies are even better. Excuse my congestion. It's a general thing. And so for the second part of the video, the NaNo report out. So for many of you who did NaNoWriMo, National Novel Writing Month, you gave 50,000 words a try, a leap, and maybe a miss. I don't know. It seems like a lot of people won this year, which is great. I chose to do a NaNoRebel because I was very close to finishing a draft, and it would have undermined my productivity to start a whole new project when I didn't have plans for it, hadn't researched it, and really needed to finish this one. I've already got 3 projects in the drawer, and so this one that I've been working on this year, I really wanted to finish. So I finished the draft the first week of NaNo, or 10 days in, and then I started typing it up for my 50,000 words because your girl started this book handwriting. And, you know, it was one of those, if it's not working for you, switch it up. And so in April, I started writing a new novel, but handwriting it. And so I need to get that into digital form. One, to back it up, as we all discovered during the fires is very important. And two, to just progress with the editing. Because I'm not one of those like 1950s male authors who had their wife type up their manuscript for them and make all the edits for them without getting paid or acknowledged. NaNoWriMo meant that I went up to November 30th. November 29th, I hit 50,000 and I was like, I'm good. I have a lot of other stuff going on. I completed that challenge. I'm okay with that. I can stop here. I'm not super competitive, I don't think, unless you see a different side and want to comment. Call me out. My rebel was like 10 days of drafting and 20 days of typing up, which I diligently did almost every day, and I got to the line, but it's still not finished. There's probably like a third to 2/5 of the story to type up, but there's this book festival thing going on and lots of stuff on a mighty blaze, and so I'm prioritizing that and thinking that after Christmas I'll have tons of time.
Tons of time.
To finish typing it up and then get back in. Ooh, so what do I see as my next steps? I've seen several videos from some of my favorite booktubers, Authortubers, about what is next. How do you edit? And Talia Lee and Meredith Writes has some good videos up about what to do once NaNo is over and you're like, okay, I have this thing, I don't really know. And I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to tell you my next steps as an author, having done this 9 times now, is once I finish typing it up, I'm going to map it out on big paper. So I have this thing with big paper. It just feels like my mind is more free. So that's what I'll be doing to sketch an outline, because I'm a pantser, or as the French say, une jardinière, so a gardener rather than an architect. I like their characterization very, very much. So once I outline it on big paper, that will give me the information I need about research needs, so I can see where the big holes are, where I sort of put brackets in, was like, I don't know, something here. So there's definitely a few primary resources that I need to find and look into and pull some stuff from. And so that's going to be one. But yeah, basically just going over research needs. Then I got to read the research books and go through all that material. Then once I have that information all in my head at once, which is sort of tricky to juggle, so this is going to be like a race. Once it's in my head, get it out again. I juggle that outline and sort of shift it into place so it works better. And then it's rewrite time. So yeah, that'll probably be happening, I don't know, March, February. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how fast I go, how many other things intrude. So that's my NaNo report out and next steps. If you've got a different routine, I'd love to hear. I'm always very curious about how other people order or organize their editing process, because for me, writing is the joy, the drafting is the joy, and the rewriting and the nitpicking is not. So if you're like me but you have a different way to do this, I'd love to hear it, because maybe I'll try it next time. That's all for today. Favorite holidays, activities, feel free to comment yours below, and I'll probably go, oh, I missed that too. Or things that you actually are able to enjoy this year. That's always good too. And my NaNo report out. So I'll just say cheers to you. Happy holidays. I hope you're able to celebrate and have a good time doing something end of yearish and something festive with your family. I hope you can join us for Jolabokaflod PDX. There's a few people around who have done the tag, which I'm so excited about. Jolabokaflod PDX is the book fair literary festival that we are putting on YouTube and Facebook this weekend. December 18th is the kickoff. It'll be here at 7 p.m. Eastern. And the 19th and 20th are full of author panels that are going to be talking to you about their work and their process and their craft and the state of the industry, which is just fascinating in all different genres. So please check out our schedule at jolabokaflodpdx.com and see who you want to check out, because there's some great new books coming out. And yeah, hope you find a new book you love. Thanks for stopping by.